Alright, y'all. I'm back with another live video, y'all. Um, I'm just waiting on a couple more people to get in here, and I am going to get started. But in the meanwhile, if you're just passing through, click that like button, share me with your friends, and comment on the comment section below where you're from, who you are, and stuff like that. Let's get connected. I'm gonna start in about the next minute or so. I'm just waiting on people to get in here and stuff like that. So, in fact, I guess it would help. That would help a little bit. And on the caption, if you see the title, normally I don't really do these that often, but it's gonna be more of a talk than anything else, you know. So I mean, every once in a while, I'll do like videos of actors or actresses that we lost. Every once in a while, it just depends. So yeah, comment on the comment section, where you're watching from, who you are, and stuff like that. So yeah, um, we're definitely, yeah. Ray, what's good, bro? How you doing, Ray? How's it going with you? Let me. Okay. Abel, what's good with you? How you doing? Mark, how you doing today? I see you in here. See y'all in here. Thank you for that like button. I appreciate it. We got 15 people in here. So, all right. So I'm gonna get started. Ray Sean, I'm glad you're doing well, man. Glad you're doing well. Um, I'm doing good, Mark. Thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty good. So, all right. So, usually every once in a while, I'll do streams. Thank you, Abel, for subbing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, every once in a while, I'll do live streams of, I'll do like a tribute and stuff like that. And to be real with you, I honestly don't like. Mike, yeah, if you want to subscribe, hey, that's fine. That's fine with me. Yes, subscribe to my channel. Tell me, you know, um, share me with share this out to your friends and stuff. Yes. So okay, so usually, I mean, the right thing to do is do like a tribute while they're still alive, right? Well, I'm not gonna hold you. When I woke up Monday morning, and I looked at my the first thing I looked is my phone, and I saw like I didn't even have to go on the internet and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to. I didn't have to go to Yahoo and all them. So I just scroll and I got a notification. Michael Jamal wanted dot. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, subscribe to. Yeah, go ahead. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Yeah, go right ahead. Y'all subscribe. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I look. The first thing I looked, I said Michael Jamal won. I'm like, oh no, oh no, 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 no. My first thought was, okay, maybe he might be doing something. He might be doing another project. But I looked at it and they was like he passed on. I'm like, no way. Like, I gotta find. See, usually when they do stuff like that, now it's oftentimes that they'll put out hoax that they'll like post like hoax deaths. You know what I mean? And that's been going around for the longest time. So when I honestly looked around, I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, no, this can't be. And I looked at it again. I saw it on Yahoo, TMZ, and all that. I'm like, oh hell! Like, I'm not gonna hold you. A couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, something like that, I was looking up his filmography just to see what his latest projects was. Like IMDb.com is my go-to. You know what I'm saying? And I was just looking around, and I think I saw maybe a clip of the Cosby Show, if I'm not mistaken. And also saw like a clip just like weeks ago. It was a TV show he did right after the Cosby Show called Where I Live. And I saw that. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad that, he came a long way. I mean, he came a long way from the Cosby Show. Um, he was in a show back in the 2000s called what is it, Jeremiah, and then just recently he was in a show called The Resident. Now I followed most of his career in the 80s and 90s. He was in Malcolm and Eddie. I always almost forget about Malcolm and Eddie too. So I mean, I'm glad that the brother has steady work and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there was a TV movie that I saw him in. This was back in '89. It's called Lethal Era, but it's titled Mother's Day. And this one's with Denise Nicholas and other actors who are in this. And it's on YouTube, so I highly recommend it. And Malcolm Jamal Warner, he played a dual role. You know what I'm saying? Like he played a dual role in that, and it was a great performance. I'm not gonna hold you. I think it was one of his best performances he did in the '80s outside of Cosby Show, and then he did another TV movie called The Father Clemens Story with Lou Gossett Jr. And this was back in '87. See, Michael Jamal Warner, to me, he could have been like a big, huge like star in like movies, but the problem was um, Bill Cosby, didn't really want his cast members to really venture out like that. You know what I'm saying? And the only cast member who actually ventured out and took a chance was Lisa Bonet, which right after, um, like she got her own spinoff called Different World, and during that time she was with Lenny Kravitz, and she was pregnant around that time too, and also too she was in a movie called Angel Hearts, which that was a far-fetched, that was a great departure from the Cosby Show and A Different World. Honestly, great performance, I highly recommend it. So Malcolm Jamal Warner, I mean, I'm not gonna hold you, he was like a jack of all trades. He was a producer, he was a director. You know what I'm saying? He was in certain music videos. I noticed that. Um, and I gotta watch those too. You know what I'm saying? So comment on the comment section below. What are some of your favorite moments from? It doesn't have to necessarily be the Cosby Show. If you saw Malcolm and Eddie, or if you saw The Resident, or if you saw like his movies and stuff like that. If you want to comment on the comment section below, what are some of your favorite movies or things, the projects by him? And what was funny is that what's crazy is that at the time, in the '90s, him and Michelle Thomas, who played Myra notably on the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? No, not Cosby. Hold up. Family Matters. She was on Family Matters. My bad. Christina, hey, what's good? His eyes. He was a joy. Yes, he was. And you know what? You never heard nothing bad about him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I saw an interview where he expressed his feelings during the time when he was on Malcolm and Eddie. You know what I mean? And Eddie Griffin and they didn't get along because they had different styles of comedy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were cordial, but except that at the time they didn't really get along like that. In which, okay, um, Eddie Griffin, he's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? He's a comedian, and I don't think Eddie Griffin was that funny anyway. I think Michael Jamal, I think he was more funny than Eddie Griffin, but that's besides the point. But see, you're right about one thing though. Like, they had two different styles. Like Michael Jamal Warner, he came from Cosby, and then Eddie Griffin, he came from stand up. But I never thought Eddie Griffin was that funny like that. Maybe I'll give him Undercover Brother, but that's pretty much about it. I don't know if I even give him that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, the what was that? What was that show I just said? Wow, Malcolm and Eddie. Like that lasted for I believe 5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. And that was UPN. But nah, you don't hear nothing about drama. He never started drama. I don't think he did any. I don't think he did drugs, or you never heard him about doing drugs. He was a talent. He was a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? Funny, you know, cast members, one of the sweetest people that you'll ever meet. You know what I'm saying? One of the nicest people. And I'm not gonna hold you though. When I heard about his, timely death or whatever, this one sting because I grew up on Cosby. I grew up on Malcolm and Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Eat hell. Jeremiah, I saw a couple episodes of that show. You know what I'm saying? The Resident, I saw a clip of him on The Resident. He looked good. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. He's doing his thing. It's, it just sucks. You know what I mean? And, I'm going to be real with you. When they said he drowned, and you couldn't believe, like, the outpour. Most of it positive and, and sad, and then some of them very cruel. Like, for instance, just because you're a good ass swimmer, that doesn't mean you could you know what I'm saying? You could still drown. Hell, even the best, very private. Exactly, he was very private, and that's how it should be. That's how it really should be, and I respect him a lot because he was very private. He was very private about his life. He was very private about his marriage. Now that's how you do that. That's how you do it, and I respect him a lot for that. That's the way it should be. And actors, actresses today need to take a lesson from it. But so some of the comments that I read on here, just because you're a good swimmer, that don't you could still drown. If a current is gonna take you out, it's gonna take you out. Hell, you can't swim through a current like that. Because once you so far in sea, that's it. That's a wrap. And then from what I saw, and I saw this just about a few minutes ago before I got on here. They said that his daughter was swimming with him, and surfer. It was a surfer that was nearby. Actually, pulled his daughter in there, but at that point, Malcolm was already far away. You know what I'm saying? But it don't necessarily mean that I still have my suspicions about that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It's just something. There's a couple people that say something's very sus about it. I'm gonna be real with you. In the back of my head, I still find it a little bit sus, a little bit. Now, Some people are going on to say, well, how come there were no lifeguards? Well, I mean, not all beaches, from what my understanding or whatever, it's not gonna have lifeguards like that. So it's basically like you entering at your own risk at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, Mark, welcome back. Um, so it's just I kind of have my suspicions. You know what I'm saying? But yes, it's an accidental drowning. Yes, but at the same time, I'm still trying to register that too. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Yes, water is very powerful. You are right. Because once you hit that current, and if you can't, especially as a big current, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Once you go far into the sea, once you go far into the ocean, that is it. That is a wrap. You know what I'm saying? That is a wrap. Mike, I'm in Cali. I'm in California right now. But yeah, um, it's a wrap right now. But it's just sad though because not only we lost Michael Jamal Warner, um, but we also lost Ozzy Osbourne, which I'm gonna be real with you. I thought he was already passed on, honestly, and I thought Sharon Osbourne died too, but I got that mixed up. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Like, and I wasn't really the biggest Ozzy Osbourne fan like that. I mean, I liked a couple of his songs. You know what I'm saying? Um, he was in he the okay. So the only song I liked by maybe Ozzy Osbourne, when he was with this group briefly. It's called "Shake Your Head." That's the only song I really like, by him. You know what I'm saying? Trust no one but our Lord. Yes, amen to that. Amen. Yes, I agree. Um, Ocean is extremely powerful. That's why I stay away from the water and just stay on land, even though land could be very dangerous as well. Yes. Yeah, I agree with Ray Sean. I agree with you 110%. Yeah, that's why I don't, I know. That's why I don't really go out in the water either, honestly. You just never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Um, Mark, you in North Carolina? Oh, okay, it's funny. I know a few people from North Carolina. I have a friend on here who's from North Carolina too. So that's what's up. I know Ozzy Osbourne for the song "Crazy Train." Yeah, yeah. I need to listen to that too. "Crazy Train." We can freeze them. We can draw, and we still need the water. Yep, you're right about that. That is crazy. Yep. You live in High Point in C. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I got a few people from. Yeah, a few people. So a few people. We got some North Carolina people in here. Okay, that's what's up. So yeah, man. But Malcolm. He man, he was that dude, man. Like he stayed getting roles. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, he became the youngest Black African American to receive an Emmy nomination back in, I believe it was the 1980. I believe it was the 1986 Emmy awards, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna make sure that I'm right. Okay, so yes, yeah, he became the youngest African American actor to be nominated for Best Supporting Actor in at the 1986 Primetime Emmy Awards, which that's an accomplishment, which I thought he should have won. Honestly, I thought he should have been nominated back in '85, but it is what it is. Um, Change Great and Mama's. Yep, yep, that's a good song. It's a good song. Mark, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the kind words. So now, Michael Jamal Warner, he has over the years got some accolades. Including a 2005 BET BET Award nomination for a TV series called Listen Up. He did, however, win a Grammy back in 2015 for the song Jesus Children. Um, that's for best traditional R&B performance. And then he was also in a comedy series with Tracy Ellis Ross called Read Between the Lines. So he's been keeping busy. Like he's a you know multi-image award nominee. Won like a TV Land Award for the Cosby Show. He also did some voiceovers, and also too he won a couple Young Artist Awards for his time on the Cosby Show. So yeah, he's an award-winning actor. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even listen to them honestly. To be real with you, but that's something I could get into. So yeah, man. So yeah, I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna be talk about this too much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's sad too. It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like, man, you don't even. It's just crazy. Like you didn't even think anything of it. You know what I mean? And what's funny is that the main cast on the Cosby Show, they're all still alive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the grandmother and the grandfather I know passed on, but like we're talking about like the main cast, and man, that's crazy. He was so young too, at the age of 54. That is too young. You know what I mean? You don't know when death strikes. You really don't. Honestly, I've never been on a cruise. I almost did, but uh, I couldn't. I couldn't even go because um, at that time with the new laws, um, because like after I was gonna go like after COVID hit, but it's basically the new laws. You have to have your you have to have your your what do you call it, your COVID shot. From what I've heard, this is from what I heard. So it's like, oh well, forget it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know. It is scary, yeah. Deadpool fanatic, what's good with you? How you doing today, bro? How you doing? Yeah, it is scary. It's scary. I don't know if I even want to take a cruise. I don't know if I'll get seasick, but it's just one of those things where I was like, I don't know about all that. I heard it was fun though too. Favorite superhero. I'm gonna have to go with Batman. I'm gonna have to go with that. Yeah, Deadpool Ozzy died. Yeah, he sure did. And I wasn't really a big Ozzy Osbourne fan like that, but um, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just, man, and it comes they come in threes too. You know what I'm saying? It comes in threes. Yeah, I know that is insane, right? I haven't seen the new Superman movie yet. I have not. Yeah, I'm not a big, huge Superman fan like that. To be real with you, but I mean, I'll give it the last Superman I think I honestly saw was Superman Returns, and I didn't really like that. I like the actor, Brandon Roth. I like the actor. Don't get me wrong, but like I just he was just too stiff. How much money do I make off? If you're talking about off hits, I wish nothing yet. I'm not even really monetized. I mean, I could have been monetized a while ago, but I took a long hiatus. You like the anime series? That's what's up. Yeah, that anime series was pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. So, yeah, it was pretty good stuff. But so what are some of your like favorite moments like from the Cosby Show? Like, what are some of your favorite moments? One of my favorite, I think, Dio episodes. I have several of them, and they're mainly from like seasons one and seasons two. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Reg, what's good with you, bro? How you doing? I think one of my favorite. I think one of my favorite episodes the from the Cosby Show. To be honest with you, yeah, season one and season two. Yeah. Um. Well, I think I love the pilot. The pilot always tickles me. You know what I'm saying? That was a good like funny father son moment. You know what I'm saying? And the scene with the with the monopoly money, with you know Cliff, he was showing Theo like the facts of life, or like how um well, if you're gonna be on your own, then you're gonna have to get a job. You know what I'm saying? So that part was funny. That was funny. And then I think the episode where I want to say where one of my favorites, and this always gonna make me laugh. This is where Theo he got his ears pierced, and yeah, Cliff came in his room. If Theo, he can never keep a room clean. Like his room's so junky, and he came in, and I swear they both of them. It was so well played too, and Theo was trying not to let his father see his okay. Yeah, like he was trying not to let him see that his ear pierced, and the way like um Bill Cosby and Malcolm Jamal wanted they played off each other. Oh my god, that was probably one of the funniest episodes of the series, honestly. And then another thing, another episode, another episode I like was of course the shut story where Theo he wanted a golden car trail, and then Cliff wanted to take him back because it was $90, and Denise tried to make like a replica, and then it came out so wrong. Like it was just too funny. Like that episode was just hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Christina, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. See you soon. See you soon. Yeah, Raven Simone. Yeah, yeah. She came. She was on there. For yeah, I think it was two. Yeah, two. I think was it 2 or 3 seasons, 2 seasons. Yeah, she came on there towards the end. Um, Another episode I really like was at this time Theo was already like a I think he was like a teacher. He teaches at the center and stuff like that. And then that's when Merlin Santana, which he plays Stanley, and that was the introduction of Stanley. For those of you who don't know who Stanley is, um, Stanley was Rudy Huxtable's, boyfriend or friend or whatever you want to call it. And you learn that um, Stanley has dyslexia, so Theo like try to teach him how to read and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was a two-parter episode as well too. That's yeah, that was like one of my favorites, and that was a great performance by Malcolm Jamal Warner and Merlin Santana. I think both incredibly good actors. Gone too soon too. Um, what else? There's a lot of episodes, man, that honestly is there's a lot of memorable Theo episodes, and the one thing I liked about the Cosby Show was, and what's funny is that Carl Payne, Carl Payne, who played Cole for Martin, he actually auditioned for Theo Huxtable. He actually auditioned, and he didn't get it. I think it was down to him and Malcolm Jamal Warner for the part. Then Malcolm Jamal Warner got the part. That's a coincidence too, because the next year, Carl Payne he played um, Theo's best friend Cockroach on there too for about a couple of seasons. And it's funny too, because that's how both of them got their start though, on the Cosby Show though. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying. So that's a coincidence. And then also Adam Sandler, got his start. And I read and heard and I saw a video where he paid tribute. He you know send his condolences and stuff like that too. Sandler, one of the nicest actors, you know what I'm saying, and it's just so much positive output from celebrities and stuff like that too. So um, yeah, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Um, so yeah, I wanted to come on here and like do like a tribute and all this stuff. I'm not leaving yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving at the moment, but I didn't want to spend too much time on this. You know what I'm saying? Tony, what's good with you? How you doing? I'm gonna read the comments. Just bear with me. I see some comments down below, so I'm gonna read those too. I'm gonna read those in just a sec. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get to them. Let me see what we got. Mark says seasons 1 and 2. Ray Sean like stuff like Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, and Recess. Yeah, I like Recess too. I like Recess as well too. Speaking of the Cosby Show, anytime Bill Cosby gives life lessons about family and life, yeah, I agree. Raven Simone, yeah, she is adorable. She was cute. I ain't gonna hold you. At one point, she was cute. At one point, and Mike says I'm back doing some stuff for my kids. That's what's up. But there's one sitcom that's extremely under the radar. It's called Mothers-in-Law. I've never heard of that. When did that come out? Favorite video game, Fortnite. I'm gonna have to say I'm an NBA 2K person. Um, I wish I could donate some money, but I can't right now. Money is tight. Um, well, I appreciate it and stuff like that. Usually, the only time I would take donations if I do also do pay requests. So if you want me to review something like a movie or an album or even do a video reaction to something, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do that, but it's a pay request, so I do that. Um, what's cute? What's good with you? How you doing, bro? Um, I bought the complete. That's what's up. You went to Walmart. That's what's up. How much was it? That and mine are my favorite. Yeah, yeah. And my uncle. Yeah, I am. I'm legit. I am uncle. So technically, I'm an uncle to four four kids. If you want to get technical, six. Two of them not blood related. Actually, no. Scratch that. Seven. Three of them not blood related. Four are. Mother-in-law came out in 1967. It ended in 1969 with two seasons with a total of 56 episodes. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna have to check that out because I never heard of it. Q Smooth said, "Doing good, man. Despite me going to a family tragedy recently because my grandmother passed away last night. Oh man, I'm so sorry, bro. My condolences to you and your family. Uh, I, I, yeah, I apologize. I'm sending condolences. Hey, shout out to Q. He just lost his grandma last night. Send your condolences to him and his family and stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I only paid $30 for the Wayans Brothers complete series. That's not bad. That's actually good. That's good. I also say, if it was 40 $45, I would have told Walmart to kiss my ass. Money is tight as well. That's why I'm getting a job that requires actual benefits. Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, money's tight for me too. That's why I'm trying to get an actual job just so I can stay afloat. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, man, it's hard out here and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, Q, no problem, no problem, man. Yeah, yeah, losing a grandma's not easy. I'm down to one, so and you just never know. You just never know nowadays. It's just crazy. But oh man, Kenneth, what's good with you, bro? How you doing today? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. So yeah, you lost two of your grandmothers way back. Oh man, yeah, Rachel, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's tough because it's like, man, it's tough as hell. It's tough too because it's but like the big one for me, like you know, yeah, you losing OGs and stuff like that, man, that kills. But what really kills to me is losing a parent. Oh my God, that's why I tell people all the time. I says, look, you used to have your mom and dad around. hold on, man. Spend as much time with them as possible. One on my mom's side, my dad's. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I really am. And Tony, hell no, I'm not. I'm not happy with them. I'm still not. But see, here's the thing though. Like I haven't really did like the out and about videos like that because at this point it's like, well, I can't buy them, so it's like But you know what? Like, what's funny is that I go to Walmart all the time too, and they still like the new releases. They don't have squat. And I'm looking over here going like, what's the point of y'all selling DVDs and movies and stuff? Y'all not gonna carry it in stock. Like the one movie that I probably would have bought if they have had it was Sinners on 4K Steelbook. I probably would most likely have bought that. But the thing is, they didn't have it. I'm like, okay, well, what's the point of advertising if y'all not gonna have the shit? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just foolishness. So I'm slowly but surely coming back to making Walmart rant videos. Slowly but surely. But you know what though? I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't did it as much as because the Walmart that I usually go to, I actually like that one. You know what I mean? Like I actually like that one a little bit more because it's not too many dumb people there. Well, it still is, but at the same time, like it's just not. It's not. Now, if I was in Michigan, oh well, then that's a whole nother story because I would have. You would have got one every single week. Um, Cherish your parents and extend families while they still. Yes, I agree. Ray Sean, I agree with you 110%. Me and my wife love that Jurassic Park movie. I heard mixed things about it. I haven't really watched the trailer or anything, but I mean I've heard some good things about it. I'm gonna have to check that out. Any Walmart videos coming out soon, Rants? Yeah, yeah, I am. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. I don't know when yet. So I don't know. See the here's the problem. They blast their music so much at the Walmart that I usually go to. If I was to post it, I would get a copyright strike. So that's it's kind of hard, but I could do rants and stuff. I can low key. Um, Damu Bai, hey man, what's going on? How you doing today? I ain't buy movies like I used to. Only ones I really want, all I need is Drew Carey complete series. See, I like the Drew Carey. I like the newer ones though. Um, I like the newer ones. The latter seasons, I to me, I like those better. I like the old ones too, but some of the old ones. Um, Kenneth the comedian was phenomenal with Robert De Niro. I'm gonna look into that. I can use some I can use some new movies to give a watch to. I'm in the United States, Damu. What part you from? Where you from? So yeah, Walmart rants. They're coming. It's just I haven't really. I don't have much to rant about Walmart really, honestly, but they're coming. I mean, it was one where I was close to doing one, but I'm like, you know what? Nah, not yet. Cause I don't know. They haven't really. The ones in Michigan suck. I said it. The ones in Michigan stuck. Now there's a couple in California right now that they suck too, and I go, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Um, You from India? That's what's up. That's good. I've never been to India before, honestly. Um, Shantae Moore, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, what have I what have I watched? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay. So I watched this movie called The Last Showgirl with Pam Anderson. I'm gonna say my thoughts on that movie when I actually review it, because I'm coming back with movie reviews. I'm making a comeback. Um, what else? What else was it? Oh, Heads of State with John Cena. I watched that too. I'm gonna do a review on that one as well too. Um, and then that new Final Destination movie, I watched that as well. I watched that too. For those of you who like that new Final Destination, you don't want to do this with you do not want to watch this review, because this might be a trash review. Now, it was, I will say this, great premise, great acting. Now, the best scene was where Tony Todd, before he left his office, once he said his lines, and mind you, he did look sickly at that point too. Once he said he uttered those lines, that was probably his best performance he's ever gave of his career. Mark, welcome back. So yeah, yeah, but I'm gonna say my thoughts on it when I do the review. Um, Yo, Mike, if you had your own place, if somebody was walking a dog on your property and right by and looking in your window, what would you do? My bad, having that problem. I told him to chill. I would have got out. I would have told it to his face. If he does that again, call the police. Because that's pretty much invasion of privacy, right? So, I'm big on respect, right? So, if a person did that and looking in the window, hey, the yeah, I would have had to, like, I'm like, what you looking in the window for? Like, what you peeping for? You know what I'm saying? Like, 40 acres? I never heard of that. What is that about? Now I know why death murders people in Final Destination, because the majority of them are terrible people. Yep, you're right. Yep, that is true. That is so true. Yep. The new I Know What You Did Last Summer. See, here's the thing. I'm glad you said something, because I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm always gonna love the first one. The second one, solid, I guess. That one, I mean, it looked alright. I mean, they brought a couple of the OGs back, but what purpose are they serving right now? And I'm not gonna lie, Jennifer Love Hewitt, I don't care what people say, she looks better than ever. She's curvy. She's in a wait. She's. I think she's in her 50s now. Oh, she look. I'm like, Jennifer. About time you got some meat on her. I'm looking at. I'm like, her husband's lucky. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably told her to get to stop it. I probably would too. You've been watching for an hour. Yeah, it's been almost an hour. Hey, that's what's up. I'm not sure I'm gonna type your name in. I'm a computer to subscribe to. um, first one was good. Yeah, the first one was good. The first one was good because too. Yeah, I mean, back then you had up and coming actors in that too, but at the same and some I think most of them was already established at that time too. That was a time where the late '90s, early 2000s, Team Horde took over full force. You you'd be like, go ahead and pop the hell out of there. Yeah, yeah, I would too. Um, The Strangers, trash. I didn't care for it. I It was too predictable. If you're talking about the 2007 Strangers, is that the one you're talking about, or are you talking about the remake? Because I didn't see the remake yet, but I did see the 2007 one. Trash. I didn't like it. And I predicted too. I predicted that. I don't even want to say it, but I predicted the death. Yeah, I predicted the death in that movie. I don't want to say it for those who haven't seen it yet. I predicted it off the bat. I predicted it off the bat. I was like, "Yep, he, that person dead. It's just a matter of time." Favorite movie? I got a bunch. Um, Silver Linings Playbook, Punch Drunk Love, Taxi Driver, The Godfather. Um, what else? Oh, Monkey Man. That's one of my favorites too. I got a lot of them. I got a whole bunch. 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink. There's a shit ton. You gave it a B minus. Yeah, I don't blame you. Thank you. Okay. I hear you. B minus, that's suitable. It looked like a B minus movie. I might watch it. You know, who knows? I might watch it. So, but yeah, even Batman 2022 with Robert Pattinson, that was a great one. Um, really, I got a lot of favorite movie. I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, that I could watch over and over. Maybe Juice. I could probably watch that over and over. To be real with you, um, but Sean says Oliver and Company, the bad guy. Yes, The Substance, The Exorcist. I need to watch that. Color Purple. Yes, great movie. Aladdin, Land Before Time, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. Great choices. Those are some great choices. I need to watch all those over again. I don't know about The Substance, to be real with you. That might be a one and done. Last 15, no, 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 no. Body horror, can't do it. I mean, if it wasn't for that, what happened, I, I'd be fine with it. But that just came out of nowhere. That was just all in one. Like, what the? Because you have to also remember, too, The Substance borrowed elements from The Fly, From Beyond, The Thing, um, what's that? Maybe A Hit of Society that came out in '89. Yeah, that it was just crazy. Maybe part human centipede, part human centipede, and I don't even want to watch human centipede like that. Is it a new dumpster fire? A dumpster fire, really? I was gonna watch that too. Megan 2.0. I thought the first one was solid. I thought it was really good. But the second one, really? See, I had low expectations when it came to that. But they turned it into like a. It's not even much of a horror. It's more like an action, which. Okay. But yet again, they did that for. What was that? What was that movie? They did that for The Purge. They did that for The Purge. Which that was supposed to be an original horror movie, but once the sequels came out, it turned into an action movie. No, you didn't care for it. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna give my reviews on it too. Yeah, you did know. I didn't even know. But see, here's the thing though. I kind of figured, in a way, that it would be a body horror of some sort. But what I didn't realize was that it went chronological to the point where, okay, she looking good. She went from that to being a grandma to being Hunchback of Notre Dame. From that into, I'm not even going to spoil it. But I, that movie, you did not. Wow, like that came out of nowhere. I the director, she yeah. Did she win it? I don't think she won an Oscar. She should have. She should have for that. She should have for that. Um, the 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 screenplay, excellent, excellent. Something that now we'll say that has it been done before? Not to where you not to the point where you gonna your younger self comes out. Elements of the movie has been done before. It's been borrowed. But what makes this movie work on so many levels is the story. It Carrie is that yeah, Carrie, exactly. I agree. Carrie, thank you. What on so many levels was the story. And then you had Demi Moore. She was playing, it was almost like she was playing herself almost. Because you also have to remember too, Demi Moore, she was known as not a popcorn actress, which her acting at times was cheesy. I didn't think she can act. Maybe with the exception, I would give it Ghost. Ghost, one of her greatest performances. When she was on General Hospital, sometimes she does overact. However, G.I. Jane, little bit of a reach. Good. Charlie's Angels, it is what it is. But she surprised the hell out of me. She gave the best performance of her career. That if I had to pick between her and Mikey Madison, who was also up for Nora, which I knew Mikey Madison was going to win. I knew it was going to win because here's why. They punished Demi Moore for doing striptease, where she won. She got nominated for a Razzie nomination. Razzie nominations. That's another thing. The Oscars are not too keen to award people with Razzie nominations. You gotta have a clear record, right? Somewhat of a clear record. So they're not gonna do that. They didn't do it with Sylvester Stallone when he did Creed. Nope. Now he had that one under the bag. He had it under the bag, but he lost it because here's why. Sylvester Stallone holds the title of over 20 Razzie nominations and wins combined. Even Worst Actor of the Decade. Who gets that? And on top of Worst Screenplay, Worst Director. Who? Like, what other actor has that title? Hell, even Pauly Shore doesn't have that title, and he's not a great actor at all. Hell, Adam Sandler, he got his share of. I think he got a couple of Razzie nominations, but I didn't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them well deserved, but to me more though, she was all to everybody. She was always a popcorn actress. To me, I thought she had potential. You know, it showed in Ghost. She was in Hell, Say Almost Fired. Even though that was a bad, yeah, a lot of people didn't like that movie. I actually like. I'm one of the few that actually liked it for what it was. It was a coming of age. They just got out of college. What more do you expect? You know what I'm saying? And it was the Brat Pack. So what do you get? You know what I'm saying? Um. So the Substance, yes, that was a very phenomenal movie. Very phenomenal. She did a thing in The Substance. I agree, and she got an Oscar nomination. She did win a Golden Globe, her very first Golden Globe, which I'm very proud of her for that. Smile 1 and 2. I I didn't see both of them. I saw clips. Adam Sandler's a mixed bag. Yeah, that's I. You know what? I said the same thing. But when he did Punch Drunk Love, he kind of changed my perspective. I like Adam Sandler as a actual human because he's one of the nicest people. He kept all his see most if not all his friends from Saturday Night Live. He kept them working. He called them up every week, you know, to see how they doing. That was his tradition. Not only that, he got hot ass wife Jackie Sandler. She's hot. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't got to press nobody. I mean, he know he rich. He know he got money. You know what I'm saying? Him next to him and Keanu Reeves, one of the nicest people. You know what I'm saying? Um, Drop. Did that come out? Did that come out with? Did that come out this year? Did it come out? Didn't it come out this year? Drop. Is that the one with who's in that? I want to see this. Is that with Tom Hardy? It came out this year. Okay, it's a Who Done It movie. Okay. Oh, it got good reviews. Okay, hold up. Oh, Christopher Landon directs this. Okay, all right, cool. And you watched it 3 times, and it's that good, huh? Let me see. You know what? I tell you what. Since you since you mention it, um, I'm gonna give it a watch. I'm gonna give it a watch. Yeah, it sounds amusing, and it's a oh, this is right up my alley. Who done it? This is a mystery thriller. Okay, okay, cool. Oh, a widow's mother's first date takes a terrifying turn. Oh, you might be onto something. I like characters in Perel too, and I kind of like movies like this too. This might be right up my alley. Okay, I tell you what, Kenneth. And this is from Happy people from Happy Death Day. Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give this a watch because it this is right up my alley, and I love thrillers too. So I think I have it. I think I have it too. I don't own it, but I think I could watch it. I know it's on Peacock, so sorry, y'all. Probably my reach. Alright, so it's called Drop. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give this a go, and then I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna review it on my channel, so I'll definitely give it a go on this. French films, I like to a degree. I'm more of a I'm more of a romantic drama when it comes to French for films, and with some like eroticism. I used to love Impractical Joke. You know what? No, I was thinking about something else. I liked Impractical Jokers to a degree. I thought it was pretty good. It's a pretty good show. Drop is fire. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give it a. You know what? Maybe I might watch it tonight because I said I was gonna watch some movies. So maybe I'll give it a go tonight. Maybe I think so. I think that's what might have to happen. And then I'm gonna do a review on it. Take notes and do a review because that seems good though. Okay, cool. So yeah, yeah, just expect a review on it. So um, we got 7 people in here. Shoot, that's what's up. You know what? I just thought something. I'm so used to be on TikTok because on TikTok, whenever it says I have people in, people in the chat. Hey, Mike, welcome back. Whenever see people in the chat, I could go up to the top and I could look at like who's all in here and stuff. But yeah, I forgot you can't. You gonna watch it again? It must be that good if you watching it like that. That's what's up. Okay, yeah, we could. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. That does sound good. No, TikTok didn't get banned. Ooh, that's a good question. What's the sexiest language to me? To me, I would say French. French to me is the sexiest. Italian and Spanish is up there. They up there. Yeah, TikTok. Well, it was supposed to get banned like a month or so ago, but it's not happening. I think they said like within the next couple of months. I don't know because they keep talking about they're gonna ban it, and then they don't. I don't even know. Um, my wife has a question. Do I like the show From? I've never seen From. What is that about? Oh, this came out in 2022. Oh, it's a psychological horror and supernatural horror. Okay, that's what's up. I heard nothing but good things about it too. It sounds amusing too. If it's a horror movie, I mean a horror TV show. It sounds pretty interesting. Favorite episodes from Family Ties? That's a very good question. Um, One of my favorite episodes is when Alex meets Ellen for the first time. Um, he was supposed to meet this one other girl, but he ends up meeting Ellen instead. The one thing about that was, that he met his future wife to Tracy Pollan. Um, Now, mind you, he was with at the time. Well, I think at one point, I don't know. I think still at the time, he was with Nancy McKeon, who was in The Facts of Life. So yeah, he was with her for a little bit, and then him and Tracy Pollan met on Family Ties. I used to like The Blacklist too. I like James Spader anyway. One of my favorite actors of all time. Another favorite episode from Family Ties, Ray Sean. Um, I like anything from season one and season two. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so many good episodes. So many good episodes. So another one was the series finale. That was another episode too. That was another good one too. Do you think it's harder to for men to date these days or not? Seems like it's more and more. Yeah, it is. There's more and more single. Well, here's the problem. The problem with, t- um, you know, the problem with relationships today is that people in general they don't want to make the effort. They don't want to make the effort when it comes to the only effort they'll make now when they asses eat all the time. That's the only effort they make. But a lot of times people don't want to make the effort. You know what I mean? They don't want to make it. They don't want to do whatever it takes. Back in the old days, you meet somebody at a supermarket and you have a casual conversation, and then they ask you, oh, would you like to get a cup of coffee, or would you like to have dinner sometime, or whatever. And either they say yes or no. Most cases they say, in some cases they say yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, back then you didn't have texting, you didn't have social media. You know what I mean? You had to call on a payphone, or you had to call on a house phone. In some cases you have to have call on a call phone, and beepers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So back then you had suitable people, you had great people, you had like respectable people that instead of listening to their friends, they listen to their gut feeling, about somebody, especially if they like somebody. If it works, it works. And that's why you have some of the old timers that they've been married for about 36 plus years because they make it work. They're from the old times. You know what I'm saying? The old time, the new times, they don't know what the hell this is. Nowadays, people don't want to shower. People don't want to smell good. People want to dress the way they dress. People give up too easily. Yeah, you're right. One argument, oh, you're being blocked. One false move, you're being blocked. I'm blocking you. One, you know what I mean? And like, here's the thing, men, some men, um, ooh, Kenneth, I'm gonna get to that new Karate Kid in just 1 second. Some men, they just want an easy lay. You know what I'm saying? They just want to put it in and then they done. And then women, some women, they be like, and then I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. That's what it is. They're too lazy. They're not very creative in the bed. They're not very creative outside the bed. There's not enough creativity. When there's not enough creativity, then the relationship turns sour. It just turns to a cesspool. It's just not a lot of people want to try. They look at somebody and then it's like, oh, I want to get with them because he seems laid back. Oh, I want his money or her money. Oh, I want this, I want that. But it's just crazy. It's that, and when people think like that, those are the main ones that are not prize winners either. You know what I'm saying? And they like, oh, he's too this, he's too nice, he's too ugly, he's too fat. But it's like, look, it's like I look at some of the females. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. Do I see a jelly donut on your belly? Hold up. You can't be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Men too. Men just sit there. Some men they just sit there and they just eat, McDonald's and that. Hey, baby girl. Hey, what's up? I'm trying to holler at you. Shit, I'm trying to holler at you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. It's just they're not creative. That's why it's a cesspool. The new Karate Kid, no, it wasn't all that predictable. And that's another one I saw. That's another movie I saw. I love the new. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't think it was that bad. It was. I will say this. They say it was probably the lowest rated Karate Kid of the franchise in Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't think it was that bad. But what I liked about it is that the movie was divided into two storylines. You had Victor's storyline, which is played by Joshua Jackson. He's trying to get his restaurant, but he owes money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He owes money to, these people that he bought. So he has to have one last boxing match. There you had the boy. He's in his own problem too. He's facing, a bully that, of course, once again, a bully of the ex girl that he's trying to get with. Where have we seen that before? The very first one. But I kind of wish they touched on that a little bit more. That's if that was my only gripe. If that was my one gripe, that's it. The Final Destination, I liked it up until the ending. The ending sucked. It was just it was just they just tacked it on. It was just too the ending was just too tacky. I didn't care for it. It was just like, oh, there you go. Merry Christmas. Your wife liked it? That's what's up. The new Karate Kid, I loved it. I will own it. I will own it. That's fine with me. Better than I think it's better than the next Karate Kid. Hell, it's better than the third one. Not by much. Well, I had issues with the third one. Ray Sean, there's no integrity when it comes to dating, especially when it comes to these pop-ups of women wanting to have sex with you for money and not for love. He said pop. He said pop up. These pop ups. That is the man, Ray Shaw. You all right, bro? That is the best response right there. I want y'all to hear this. Y'all, some of y'all women, some pop ups. Yes, I agree. Yes, pop ups and what do you call it? OTs, and what OTs stand for is overtime. Y'all asses overstayed. Y'all overstayed. Y'all welcome. That's what OT means. Yeah, they do. They, they want to have sex with you for money and not for love. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I strongly agree with you 100%. It's okay. I was a one and done, and one and done for me. That new Karate Kid. Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. I thought it wasn't. I liked it. I thought it wasn't bad at all. I respect your opinion though. I see where people are coming from. Another gripe, we could have got more Mr. Han and Danielson. You know what I'm saying? We could have got more of that, but we didn't. We didn't get enough of it. We didn't get enough of them. Pop ups like a pop up book come out of nowhere asking for money. Yeah, like and some of them they be having jobs too. They have jobs, but they use that. You know what they use their money for? I'll tell you what they use their money for. Wingstop. That's what they use it for. They be going to Wingstop. Like, and these are the same ones that don't cook. These are the same ones that don't clean. Most of all, these are the same ones that don't even shower either. Let me tell you something. If I could smell your part, if I could smell, if you're a woman, and if I could smell your private part 6 feet, you stand 6 feet with me, and I could smell it every time you move, you got an issue down there. That means you're not washing your behind. That's what it is. And also, if I could smell your ass from 6 feet, that is also an issue. That new Medea movie, I'm done with Medea. She overrated. She outplayed. No, if I see another one, can we just can we just do can we just do can you just end the Medea series? Can she just I don't know Medea's funeral? I mean that's an idea, right? I don't know. But Tyler Perry, he needs to stop with the Medea. Literally. Because every single time he does good, this is Tyler Perry. When he does a non Medea movie, he's doing so well, but he has to ruin that. He has to stop what he's doing. Another Medea movie. Medea. What's next? What's next? Medea goes to court. Medea flew over the Medea's cuckoo's nest. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like taxi Medea driver. Like, oh my god, can we just stop with the Medea, please? Like, it's old. We get it. We get it. In the names of the, in the words of the Golden Girls, the slut is dead. Long live the slut. Yes, yes, I agree. Yes, agreed. Please, then, Medea. Yes, destination wedding. Yeah, Medea got run over by a yeah, yeah, yes. Like, what's next? Ho ho Medea or Felice Navi Medea. Medea goes to Washington. Yeah, it is. Medea goes to jail. It is. And she should have just stayed in jail. That should have been the end of that. She should get life in prison. She should get for life in prison for being too ugly. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I swear, all these Medea movies that they come. And what purpose is it serve? I see the same cast members. I see Cassie Davis from House of Pain. Okay. Um. Tamala Mann, David Mann. Okay, I'm surprised we don't get a we don't get a whatchamacallit. Where's what about Alan Payne? He was never in a Tyler Perry movie. He was on House of Pain, but damn, y'all could have put him in a movie or something. Damn, Mike, don't laugh at me, but I was it am man, please. I love the Golden Girls. Me and Ray Shaw, we were just talking about. We were just talking about that. I love Golden Girls. Hell, shit. I like soap operas. Shoot, well, I don't watch the current ones. I watch the old ones. Shoot. Hey, I'll be watching old episodes of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no shame in my game. I love them. Do I think Powerline from Goofy Movie would drop another album? Maybe. If it sounds good, I'm interested. Um, this is a good question. Do you consider Family Ties a show safe for younger children? The earlier seasons, yes, but when they oh well, wait a minute. You know, it depends. It depends because you have certain episodes. Like there was an episode where Tom Hanks was in, and he actually slapped Mike. He slaps Michael J. Fox, and he was drunk. There's certain episodes that are, and then there's certain ones that's not. So they call them back then special episodes. I say for the most part because it didn't really have much cursing in it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have much violence at all. Wasn't really a violent show. You know, you had a you know, couple moments. Yeah, I mean, it's a very good, very good show though. Very good show. Put a lot of people on the map and stuff. Um, Hot Hot in Cleveland was a show. Probably saw a couple episodes of it. It was pretty good. Do I, do you think Tim Allen really exposed himself to Pam Anderson on the set of Home Improvement? I don't think Tim Allen would do something like that. I just don't see it. I think Pam Anderson, she probably was lying. I need to see a proof. And Pam Anderson, she was on some bullshit at that time too. She was on some bullshit, but I mean, look at Pam. Look at the way Pam Anderson was back then. She was a sex symbol. You know what I'm saying? Like she showed her boobs all the freaking time, even Baywatch. You know what I'm saying? And she was a sex symbol that just came out of nowhere. So I mean, I doubt it, but I wouldn't be surprised either. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, I don't think it's Tim Allen. It's no, I don't think it's like him. And I think that's probably why she left. Yeah, she left the show, because of that. But hey, look, hey, but she went on to Baywatch real quick, right? Let's go there. I'll take it that far. Family Ties, Facts of Life, Full House were more like family shows. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah, they were more fam. Well, Facts of Life. Okay, Facts of Life. Yeah, I think once they went to college, it just became. It was a little more adult oriented, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It kind of was. It that last few seasons. Well, you had George Clooney. You had Andy, which I didn't care for. I didn't think it was funny. Yeah, it's yeah. Other than that, though, family shows. Yes, I agree. True, but who knows? I don't really hold actors in good faith anymore since the Diddy shit. You know, you never know who fucked up in the head who it comes to. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, even Terrence Howard did some questionable shit. You know what I mean? Even Terrence Howard, he did some questionable shit. Um, Jonathan Majors did some questionable shit too. A lot of people did. I could name a few actors that come to mind has been pretty much clean since they've been pretty much started acting. Question: what is your most anticipated? Ooh, that's a good question. The Smashing Machine with Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. Um, that's my most anticipated. And from what I'm hearing, Dwayne Johnson, he is a shoe in for an Oscar nomination. Possibly he's getting Oscar buzz right now, which I see it because it is a Safdie brother film. You know what I'm saying? It's directed by what was it, Benny Safdie? Yeah, yeah. It's called a Smash Machine. The trailer is up now, so that's my that's my anticipated movie that I want to see so bad too. I want to see that. I do. There's a few of them, and the Oscars this year is going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a couple of like Batista movies I want to see too. That's coming out as well too. But yeah, I would say Smashing Machine. I think my most anticipated. I do want to see that. I want to see it so bad. I can't wait for that. It's coming in October, so that's around Oscar time and stuff. Yes, please watch the trailer. It looks, The Rock has never been better. He looks great. This is based on a true story, too. So, and Dwayne Johnson, he is shifting his career around, I see. He got that. He got another. He's working with Martin Scorsese, of all people. It's a Hawaiian crime drama he's doing with Martin Scorsese's directing it with Leonardo DiCaprio. He's in a supporting acting. He's a supporting actor. You know, this time. He has a crime thriller that's also gonna be in the works too. So he's shifting. And he wants to do it too. He wants to shift. He's getting up there, and it's like, okay, how long we gonna? How long is he gonna do action movies where he's just throwing people up in the air, you know, rock bottoming them and stuff? So yeah, definitely watch the trailer. I'm definitely gonna see that movie. Ray Sean says, but the show tackles so much strong subjects like drug use. I'm, I'm glad Blair didn't talk to those fake friends who try to appear um pressure Tootie into doing drugs. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Um One of my favorite episodes too is when it was a funny episode too, but it did tackle on alcohol. Is where um they brought like wine and stuff into the dorm, and Tootie drunk all the wine. I'm not gonna hold you. That was just too hilarious. It was funny. It shouldn't be, but it was hilarious. So I liked it. um, I'm working on another video for my YouTube. That's what's up. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's what's up. Tony says, do I think they'll make another Nutty Professor or Doctor Doolittle or remake both? I can't see anyone else in it besides Eddie Murphy. They Nutty Professor has been already remade by Eddie Murphy though. Um, with Jerry Lewis did the first Nutty Professor back in the '60s. And Doctor Doolittle, if you want to get technical, that's already been remade too. I think it was called Doolittle or something like that. They better leave it alone, cause no, I don't. They shouldn't remake it at all. He is playing Kratos as well. Oh, that's what's up. Wow. Yeah, Rocky's getting, about time he's expanding his career. Dave Bautista's doing the same thing too. He don't want to just do action movies. He want to do more like dramas and all that stuff. So kudos to both of them. Um, the one where Natalie got raped, yes, that was really good. That was good. They didn't show the rape, but it was implied. Yep, that was a good one. That's a great episode too. The substance is like, what if we took Nutty Professor and make it to a horror film? You're right. Nutty Professor, it's kind of like Nutty Professor. Well, yeah, kind of like the ending was like Nutty Professor. Now, I will say this: the way it happened, to me, it was funny. It wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was funny. That's what took the tension off. It could have went. Oh my god! I still shut my eyes. I'm laughing. I'm shutting my eyes. Laughing, shutting my eyes. It was funny. At the same time, it was nasty. At the same time, it was funny. It was just hilarious. And then they gave it a name for that too, which I'm like, okay, that's kind of creative. But I do want to see Revenge. That's a movie that the director, whatever her name is, I can't pronounce it, but um, she did a movie called Revenge. I want to see that. I was laughing my ass off last night. Your old videos when you was in Walmart ranting about the banana. Oh yeah, which they still have some nasty ass bananas, especially the ones here in California. Yeah, still still to this day nasty. Kid, if you watch the trailer, yes, let me know what you think of it. Corley Fago or Faguer. I've got. It's a French. I think she's a French director too, but I think it's French. But yeah, she's great director. She's pretty much an up and coming, pretty much. Well, now established now. People doing wrong shit with the bananas. Yeah, yeah, they fornicate. They're masturbating with their bananas. I swear, the women they take they take probably in the middle of the aisle. They probably go to the bathroom with that. Give The Rock the Oscars. Yes, I agree. I agree. If he does get it, he'll be the first wrestler in history to get an Oscar. Literally, hey, hell, even a nomination. He'll be the first wrestler in history to get an Oscar nomination. That that is crazy. Yeah, I want to see it. It's gonna be good. Him and Emily Blunt anyway are great together. To be real with you, I do love Emily Blunt. I think Emily Blunt to me is kind of underrated, but I do love her though. She's great with anybody. Anybody that she, comes into contact with. Great actress. Yes, she's French. Her and Julia. I'm not even gonna pronounce that, but I never even heard of Julia though. One tickets to Toto Christopher Cross admit. Ooh, that's what's up. Congratulations. Congratulations, shoot. Um, I want to see Raw and Titan. I kind of want to see both of those. I think. Let me write that down. Raw and wait, are those body horror? Because if it is, I don't know about all that. I don't know. Was you a big ECU fan in the '90s? And what are your thoughts on New Jack? I like to say it, man. I love the New Jack. I love the New Jack swing back then. You know, late '80s, early '90s, and stuff like that. Um, no, oh wait, no, wait a minute. Let me read this again. ECW. I like ECW. I didn't watch it like that, but when it came to the pay per views, I actually loved it. I wish they brought back that type of style into wrestling. I think that's what's missing. ECW was just they took it to a whole nother level. Honestly, I wish they just bring that back, bring that type of wrestling back. You know what I'm saying? Um, him and Emily Winnis, yeah. I hope Emily Blunt she wins. She wins an Oscar. I hope so. I didn't know her and John Krasinski. I didn't know they were married until I saw what's that movie? Oh, The Quiet Place, which it makes sense. It makes sense though. But that's another movie that I really love. A Quiet Place. That was a really good movie. Yeah, I would love to see Dwayne, Emily Blunt, and even Benny Safdie, which I'm a fan of the Safdie brothers. Um, they also did Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, which to me, like, um, which I think Adam Sandler should have gotten an Oscar nomination. Honestly, The Whale was a great. That was a it, that was a great comeback movie with Brendan Fraser. You know what I'm saying? And he just came out of nowhere. He was shelved for a while, came out of nowhere, won his Oscar, and then I haven't seen him much since. Honestly, he was in Killers of the Flowers movie. He had a small part in that. He was good there. So yeah, Brendan Fraser, yeah, he coming back full force now. Which I always been a Brendan Fraser fan. You know what I mean? From Encino Man to The Mummy and all of them. Um, Ray Shaw says, yeah, their body horror raw was more like a coming of age body horror where this teen consumes meat and starts having rashes all over. Well, as long as she don't turn into a monster, I could deal with that. I could deal with that. But if a monster come out, nope. I refuse to watch it. Can't do it. That's what got me caught off guard with the substance. I'm like, what the hell? That was like the thing all over again. Ooh. Anyway, thanks Mike for letting me know about Smashing. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it when it comes to theaters. Um, so that's one of the movies I am anticipating on. Definitely. Now you got me interested, Ray Shaw, with Raw. Now you got me interested. Tony says, "Did you see the old movie Black and White movie Freaks? I watched a few. I watched a few like Nightmare Alley. I've never even seen Nightmare Alley. Freaks, I've never seen that either. Um, I think it's supposed to drop. I thought it was supposed to drop this week. It might be early August if I'm not mistaken. Hang on, I could tell you. Actually, yeah, it drops this Friday, July 25th. That one, I refuse to watch that. I didn't like the first one, honestly. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I even want to watch Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, Ray, sure. You got me intrigued now with this um Raw movie. Elizabeth slash Sue, despite how insecure, dumb, selfish, and awful she was still a tragic person who was treated unfairly by the masses because there are people who love you for shallow reasons. Yeah, I strongly agree with that. And two, this was kind of some cases. This was like it kind of shadowed Demi Moore's life too, because you know her character Elizabeth. Apparently, she was like this old, like was a dancer or exercise guru or whatever, and she's trying to keep up with the times. It's just now they need somebody younger. You know what I'm saying? Younger actresses or whatever in high demand. And it's kind of like, it kind of mirrors Demi Moore to begin with, because Demi Moore, she was a heartthrob back in the 80s. And, now it's hard for her to like get roles that she's been out of the spotlight for a little bit, and she's trying to find that right role that's gonna put her over the top and stuff like that. It kind of it's kind of ironic too in a way. So it is sad though. Sad, tragic. Yes, I agree. Yeah, and there's people like that out there too, that they were once on top, and then nowadays, society is cruel. It's cruel, really. It's never gonna be as good as the first one. I hope they don't do remake Lil Nick. I didn't even like Lil Nicky, to be real with you. Amanda Bynes, Swish. Ooh, where's she been? We should been all this time. Yeah, Amanda Bynes, she was man. What my favorite movie from Amanda Bynes was what was it called? She's the Man. That was really good. Um, Dennis Quaid was like Ren and Stimpy on acid because of how animated he was in that. Yeah, I could agree with that. I thought, to me, he reminded me of Mr. McMahon from WWE in a sense too. He was did is great. He should have got awards too as well too for that movie. But I mean, he wasn't in it all that much though. But yeah, when he was in it, he was great. My wife thought the substance was very intriguing. Yes, it is. It's very intriguing. It is. It's a movie that has been done before, but at the same time, it pays homage to like the 80s and 90s horror films too. I'm glad Janae McCurdy is out of acting career and move on to better things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I hear you on that. Yeah, it'd be like that too. Yeah, sometimes yeah, you gotta move on to bigger, better things. You are absolutely right. Hey, yeah, you got to. You know, you gotta do that. Smash Machine, yes. Yeah, nice, yes. Um, so see, I've been on here for an hour and 51 minutes. I'm gonna do a couple more questions and then I'm gonna get off of here and stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah, so I got a couple movies. I'm definitely gonna watch that Drop movie. I'm definitely gonna watch it tonight and all that stuff. I'm definitely gonna watch it. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch Drop. Yep. And I'm gonna do a review on it too. So definitely gonna take notes on it. I'm gonna look it up, look up the I'm definitely gonna take notes and I'm definitely gonna definitely do a review on it. So yeah, this is definitely yeah, that's a good recommendation though. Thank you. So I'm gonna get off of here, but thank you guys so much for coming on here. I really appreciate it. Have I seen this animated movie called The Willoughbys? No, I haven't. I haven't seen that one. But yeah. Thank you so much for coming on here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next live stream, y'all. Peace out, y'all.